All right. It's about a quarter to 11 a.m. on Friday, uh, April 4th. Uh, why is he lying? Why is Donald Trump lying? That's in reference to something that he tweeted this morning where he said energy prices are down, inflation is down, the cost of eggs is down 69%, which is an odd figure for him to pick. Um, None of that stuff's true. And I mean, the anecdotal comments from people in that thread, like, I live in this part of the country, gas just went up 20 cents or 30 cents. Um, why is Donald Trump lying about all of this stuff? Because he knows that his followers will simply accept literally anything that he says as fact. And they will come on TikTok and they will make TikToks saying energy prices are down, gas prices are down, and the cost of eggs is down 69%. They will accept as fact literally every single thing that he says. And because he knows that they are dumb and gullible and loud. Uh, he also knows that they're cruel, which is how they get through the mental gymnastics to support his immigration and deportation policies. They don't care that it is now documented that there are some innocent people with no criminal records who are not members of any Venezuelan gang or El Salvadoran gang rotting in a torture dungeon prison in El Salvador. They don't care because those people are still brown and they're still immigrants. And their hatred of others overrides any level of self-interest that they may experience. They will vote to hurt themselves and their own families as long as immigrants, brown people, black people, LGBTQ community, women, the disabled are hurt worse than them. They've demonstrated that time and time and time and time and time and time again. And it you know, that's the only thing that is consistent for Trump voters. Leading up to the election, they said they were voting for Trump for the economy, inflation, and immigration. Well, the global economy is crashing. The United States economy has crashed because of things that Donald Trump has proactively done on purpose. He has crashed the economy on purpose. And now Trump supporters are like, we never cared about that. We never cared about grocery prices. We never cared about inflation. That's what they're saying now. But boy, howdy, they are consistent when it comes to his immigration policies, his policies of eradicating DEI, eradicating diversity, equity, and inclusion, which is specifically to recreate the United States as a male-dominated white supremacist patriarchy. Putting the stupidest people in charge of the most important things, like Pete Hegseth at Secretary of Defense, and Mike Waltz at National Security, and Tulsi Gabbard as DNI. Um, it, I think that for them, being able to openly put their boots on the necks of black and brown people and women, the disabled, and the LGBTQ community is dramatically more important to them than the economy and being able to afford groceries and gasoline and housing. I firmly believe that most Trump supporters would be happy to be homeless as long as they personally got to punish those other marginalized communities and got to watch the federal government make the lives of people in those marginalized communities absolute living hells. As long as what those people get is worse than what we get, great. I'm here for that. It's just it's a segment of the electorate that is driven by just virulent hatred and racism and misogyny and bigotry and homophobia and transphobia and ableism and owning the libs and controlling women's bodies. And in Donald Trump, they have their hero. In Stephen Miller, they have their hero. In J.D. Vance, they have their hero. They don't care. They don't care if their lives get worse, as long as everybody else's is worse than theirs. And yes, they are unimaginably stupid and gullible and loud and mean and easily manipulated. And I don't think that there is a short-term answer for that. I mean, Donald Trump could repossess their homes and they would say that what he's doing is amazing and it's to make America great again. I don't get it.